In the year of 2020, a new virus came our way. We knew what must be done, and so to help, we hid away. Old habits became extinct, and they made way for the new. And every simple act of kindness was now given its due.
Tell me the one about the virus again. Please, that one's my favourite. I promise just once more.
Okay, I'll tell you the story of how the world was before. It was a world of waste and wonder, of poverty and plenty, back before we understood why hindsight's 2020.
Through it all morning, and I've read it several times to my children. So Tom joins us now, I'm pleased to say. Good to speak to you, Tom. I mean, you have had 60 million views, so you know that the message on your YouTube channel, you know your message is gone down very, very well.
We have done a bit of a collaboration ourselves.
Have you?
We have. Well, it's a very special person's birthday today. Well, it's actually my big sister Caitlin's birthday today, but it's
Happy
also
birthday
your
to
birthday.
sister.
It's also your birthday, Holly. And on the weekend, Philip and I got together.
Yeah.
There are certain people who make us feel good.
Those who know the right words to say.
Well, I know. You have a point. I don't mean to make you cross. I'm not saying we should all start laughing when we mourn a loved one's loss, but tell me this. Who would you rather see? Your mate who gets annoyed, or the one who, despite life's difficulties, works hard to find the joy?
Do you have any idea how difficult some people's days are? It's very easy, all this for you to say, but why don't you go spend a day in their shoes and see if you still feel the same?
Hello, my name's Tom Roberts. I perform under the name Tomfoolery, and I am really excited to be involved with the Premier League Inspires Challenge 2021. So, if you're watching this video, I gather you are part of the project and you want to know how to generate some ideas. Well, that is the million-dollar question. I am asking myself that all the time. And I'm going to do my very best to tell you what I know, even though it will never be enough. So what I do is I first remove myself from all distractions. And that's not easy to do these days because we have phones, we have computers, we have family, we have friends, we have gaming consoles, we have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have all of these things. And thinking clearly is hard enough to do on its own, but if you're surrounded by all of these distracting things, you're never going to be able to think. You're never going to be able to get your mind clear. So what I do, and you don't have to do this, I don't know what age you are, I go to the park. You might, if you can't go to the park on your own, you might want to go into your garden or just somewhere away from your phone, away from your devices, away from the people who love you, who are gonna speak to you and disrupt your ability to focus your mind. And then when you're away from those distractions, I ask myself these questions. What am I bothered about? What do I care about? What's on my mind? What's broken that I think maybe I could fix through words? You know, and it's by asking yourselves these questions that you can start to generate ideas and you can start to figure out, okay, I am bothered, for example, by the fact that I feel really isolated this lockdown. I feel really alone. I feel like I'm not connecting with my friends like I used to be. I feel like I'm not speaking to my family properly. I feel like I'm shrinking and you know, beginning to live more and more inside my own head. Well, I want to counter that by telling a story of hope that can inspire and encourage someone to speak to people, to make that phone call, to talk to their mum, to talk to their dad, their brother, their sister, their dog, anything. Maybe that's one avenue you want to go down. Maybe another is somebody said something really mean to me and it's bothering me and I can't get it out of my mind. So, you know, instead of obsessing about it and instead of questioning my self-worth and whether, you know, whether they meant it or whether they were right, I'm going to take this feeling and I'm going to try and turn it into something beautiful, into something creative. I'm going to try and subvert the potential cruelty by offering up positivity. That's one avenue, but ultimately for all of you it will be different, but you will be able to figure out, if you take yourself away from distractions, what it is that's buzzing around in your head that wants to get out, you know, because that's what our brains do. They tell us these things. And then when you think you've got a good idea of those things, go back inside your house, pick up a pen, pick up some paper or your computer or whatever it is, and write those things down and make notes and make lists or write sentences or bullet points or whatever is easiest for you, and try and hold on to those ideas, because the worst thing about ideas is they evaporate so easily, so you've got to get them out. I'm so excited to be working with you. Good luck.